Oh, sorry about the sound there with the audio. Red Dead Redemption 2 online. Not been on it for a while, so we're going to give it a blast. Just got to camp. Hope everyone's okay. Welcome back. And I'm going to have a nice relaxed playthrough, a nice walkthrough. Not done a video for a long time. Just didn't say anything, just didn't say nothing. Just do. That's what they do on Reddit. They don't, say nothing. Don't say anything, does he? Your character doesn't say nothing. Just grunts. That's what you are though, aren't you? You're a grunt. Oh, there's that dog again. Owner's probably gone in the shop. Left the dog outside. Just goes absolutely haywire, that dog. I've never known wild dogs to do that. It looks like it's conditioned dogs to do that over the centuries of millennia. You know, maybe millennia of the millennials. You know, thousands of years, even thousands of years. We've trained like dogs to be like that, you know, like to make us feel more needed. I guess what we'll be doing is just like getting some resources, just looking for 3-star hides and selling them on. Might not get much from now, but I don't know if the special offer's still on, but we haven't got anything, look. Oh, hello. Hey, Mercer. Hey. Let's send on my voice chat. I don't think we're on. Have a look. You know what? I remember there being here a setting for sharpness. There was definitely unless I dreamed it, like I believe it was here, and there was a setting on either display or camera, right? Now I believe what they've done is they've removed it, because you can turn down your first person field of view, but there was another setting a bit up, right? There was something in between here, and it had a bar as well, and it had sharpness, and you could turn it all the way down. And I remember there being a statement saying sharpness, a setting that adjusts the edges of the picture, and it used to have a little title saying a low sharpness means a softer image, and a high sharpness means a more harder image, more solid. And I was like, oh right. And then one day I turned it on and it's gone. They removed the sharpness setting. Whether that's been placed on PC, I don't know, but it has been removed, and I don't know which update it was added. I don't know which update it was removed. So it's a mystery. It's fallen into the ether. Like, it is still there, it's just that Rockstar have made it transparent. We just can't see it. But that's okay, I mean, I don't mind. It's definitely been removed because I've been looking everywhere for it. But like I said, unless I dreamed it, you know? And I doubt that I dreamed it. Like, it was a long time ago though. It was like 2019, 2020, so it's quite possible that they did have a sharpness setting and they removed it because it just caused too many problems. It's funny how the adjustment of a picture, because what you're doing is you're adjusting the whole universe, aren't you, in their eyes? Like, you ain't just adjusting the picture for you, you're adjusting the entire world, you know, in the game. And it's like, yeah, that probably does take up a lot of energy. So they were like, you know what, we'll just remove that and put it at a set sharpness, and no one will know. No one will care, because no one really did adjust it. They got the TVs to do that. So no one will even know. Right? PC gamers can access it anyway, but for console we need to remove it. And it's like, right, okay, so shh. Easy now. Quiet, 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 quiet. It's a 1-star, dear. What are you? Are you a rock? No, you're a 1-star whitetail, dear. Oh, it's a server with no 3 stars. We could go in the woods. There's obviously none in the field. I thought there would be. There normally is. But I guess not. Hang on. Are they up here instead? There we go. It's there. There's a 3-star buck. That's the one. Oh, was he gone? That's a deer. Where's the buck? Oh dear. Show yourself. Show yourself, buck. Make yourself known. Stand up and be recognized. Stand up and be recognized, Wallace. William Wallace, stand up and be recognized. You are leader of the Glen. The Clan Glen of Scotland. You and Robert de Bruce. shall slaughter all the English lords. And you'll tuck away your fair maiden, aye, Quabain. All these 3 stars, they're not even coming towards me. I'm gonna lose my mind, man. Let's go, come on, come on, come on. Do you, Wallace, swear your oath to Scotland? I do. I do. And we'll slaughter the king, Longshanks, and his barons, and his mercenaries. I'll go after each one. Hang him from the tallest tree. Okay, where is this white-tailed buck? Where are you? Come on. They've gone. Oh dear, my stamina drained. Look at that. Took down my... God, all I did was hold the bow up. Wow. Hold the bow up and all of a sudden you lose focus. Alright, Gav. Alright, looks like the buck has left town. Do you think we can get it from here? Did we get it? You, Wallace, with the bow and arrow. Where did you learn such technique, Wallace? My Uncle Argyle. That's who taught me, my Uncle Argyle. He taught me on the back of the Loch Ness Monster. He taught me all the things you need to know to ride the dragon. I spoke to the Loch Ness dragon. He taught me many things. The dragon taught me how the fire from the belly rises to the fire of the mind of the dragon of the mind. You gotta love that film, Braveheart. It's one of the best films ever made. I swear it is. If you've not seen it, you should watch it. It's like, none of it is true, but it's just the best film ever made. Or at least one of them. It's in like the top 10, you know. It's in the top 10. Like, it's just basically like this, like, Mel Gibson, like, legendary direction of a war that never took place in real life, but like a fictional reality in his universe he created. So he didn't make a historically accurate film because it's not stated in the film that it's historically accurate. It's stated that it's an entertainment film. So he basically creates his own universe, right, called our universe, but it's like Mel Gibson's Braveheart universe, right? And instead of like certain things happening in this universe, he changed some things that didn't happen here but happened there. So what it did was, because he made those changes of make-believe, it actually made the story better. Like, it made the war between Scotland and England more dramatic. Like, it was better for film, it was better for script, it was just better all around, because it just made the film flow. Like, if they took that stuff out, it just wouldn't have worked. So he put it in, and you know what? It worked. And Braveheart is known as one of the most. It's like up there with Gladiator. So it came in an order of like Braveheart, Gladiator, and then for some reason like there was nothing, and then 300. Like, that's what you got. Everyone tried to top it, but no one could. No one could even come close to Braveheart or Gladiator, because they were both set in their own times. That they both had make-believe essences in them. They were both lies, but they were beautiful Hollywood lies of film, you know? It's like, it just made it amazing to watch, and it still is. It still is, and that's why I'm doing like crazy impressions of Wallace, because it's right. Hey Mitch, how you doing? I didn't know someone was watching. My device is ages away. Well, it's far away, ages away? What? That doesn't make any sense. Did you know Arnold... So, whoa! Don't say that! What are you saying? I won't be making me say stuff like that. Where did that come from? Yeah. What do you mean, Mitch? What do you mean? Yeah. Mitch. Mitch. What do you mean, Mitch? Yeah. Spit it out, Mitch. I'm right here, Mitch. What do you mean? No, I don't. You did a lie, Mitch. Let's turn off this heating, it's too warm. It's like, it's that time of year where it's like you turn the heating on, it's too hot, and you turn it down, it's too cold. Alright, let's donate our treasure. So... Really? Wow. What, a fictional character? So a real life character who pays taxes, has a career, has a family and a following of like millions of people. You're saying goes on a date with someone who's completely fictional and doesn't exist, only in a novel that was set in Vietnam or just after Vietnam, of a returning veteran who has just been tortured like excessively and excruciatingly in the Viet Cong, where they've been whipping his feet with bamboo. And he's saying that this guy who's actually played by an actor who is on a completely different platform. Bizarre, right? But hey. Alright, let's get this. Alright, I'll have to wait till morning now, Mitch. Which isn't good, I haven't got any shelter. I don't think it even matters. This guy doesn't even care if it's raining. He just goes under here like this. Yeah. Yeah. Did they ever find the what? Sorry, I can't even see that. That is so strange. Why does YouTube do that to me? Oh, that. I didn't go because it's a trap. It's a trap or something. It had something to do with, like, you lose stuff or something. I didn't want to take the chance. Because they are a deadly couple. I'd rather only do that when I've got nothing to lose. Yeah, I heard you lose stuff. 'Cause that's what they do. They mug people, Mitch. They mug people. They take all your stuff, and you wake up somewhere. You got to go back and get it, and there's probably a timer. And I didn't want to chance it because I was too tired. It was very late. Remember, I was going to bed. It's the last thing I needed online. That was to having to do that. Like, it just seemed a bit much, so I just didn't do it. I mean, think what they did to Arthur. There's no. If they do that to Arthur Morgan, one of the most deadliest gunslingers, and even John Marsden, they'd even do it to him. And you're telling me that they did that to two of the legends? What's going to stop him doing it to this guy? Yeah, I know. I knew that. Everyone who was like saying it thought that I didn't know. I knew exactly what happened. I was debating whether to do it for entertainment purposes, Mitch, because it's not like I do it for me on here. It doesn't really matter. All this gold and collateral, or whatever it's called, and the dollars, all that's all been generated since I started streaming. This is everything that we've completed as a community, like, you know. Like, all this stuff here doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I mean, I just use it to buy clothes. People tell me I'm crazy. Like, they're like, why don't you buy this and get this license, get that? It's like, no, I don't even care. No, I'm just doing it because we're just having fun, right? It's a laugh. It's an absolute laugh. And I don't want to switch subjects, but my bonsai trees, right? I've had a real good watering. That original one with the chunky chunk, right? Not the other two that are thin, but the chunky chunk one that I've had since the beginning. That's got new leaves coming through, Mitch. Like they're coming in stronger and thingier than ever. Like, I remember last year they came through thick and strong, so now it's like another batch. So every year that goes by, Mitch, my plant has this burst of, like, and this weather that everyone's complaining about, that's like raining and then sunny and then cloudy and raining and windy. It's actually perfect for the plants, because to them, rainy, warm, cold, moist, breezy, bright days is tropical weather. The bonsai tree thinks it's tropical. It's not tropical, but it's borderline. Like, it's literally on the edge of tropical. It's just a little bit of chilly moments that may, but you know, when it's warm, it'll just go straight to that tropical heat again, and the plant must detect it. So because it comes in waves, Mitch, of this colder and then boiling, it must be doing something to the tree. It must be, because it's growing in fast now. It started to flourish, and I might wait till after the summer and like take a picture, like, right, and post it on my channel, and it'd be like, this would be like our like first shot of like this plant, and then every year that goes by, take a picture of this tree, right, and we'll see how much it's grown in like a year every time. So there'll be like this history of this plant's life, you know, this like bonsai tree. And then if you see it, you can say, Ghost, I would repot that. Right, I'd repot that now, that's getting too big for that. Or that needs such and such. Or anyone can. What is that annoying sound? Oh my lord. It's stressing me out like that with that noise. It's giving me a headache, it was, Mitch. But yeah, it's looking good. Got a can of Dr. Pepper and some sweets. Got some crisps. I'll have that later when I get a bit peckish. Should have picked up a jar of coffee though. See, one of my videos did alright. Well, my target for videos is 35 views a video. So we started on 3 to 5. Then from 10 to 25, and now it's 35 because there's 300. How many subscribers do we have? 500 and something. So really, the main target should be 53, right? 53 to 55 views is preferably the target. It's always 10% of your subscribers, right? That's how you look at it. From a small time, you know, very small, tiny channel, right? And I'd say the content I've been doing probably hasn't been the best. Like, it's been okay, but it's not like Ghost, you know? And I'd say that the content that has been broadcasted over the past couple of months has been possibly kind of, well, from me looking at it, I think it's okay, but I think it could have been a lot more like entertaining, and issues with my chat as well. Oh, it's gonna rain. I've had a few people who've been trying to put comments on, it doesn't show, and I guess that's put people off a bit. Whether that was something I've done on the channel, I don't really know, Mitch. Or to anyone who's watching, I don't really know whether that had anything to do with it, but either way, you persevere, you know, you still maintain to upload content. Thank you, Mitch. It was good stuff. It was alright, but I think I could have done better, you know, and the content wasn't getting much hits. you know, because it was in terms of like behind the scenes it was, right? So like behind the scenes it will, so there's certain platforms you can watch my stuff on that probably doesn't show. So a lot of the viewership I get isn't even on YouTube, probably it's from other sources, which is understandable. They don't really count as views. They're like third party stuff. I can't really explain it. I think it's called special devices, Mitch. Like, you know YouTube better than me. I think it's called special devices. And that's normally when you watch a channel through a console or something, it doesn't show up. But I think what was happening was, it used to, right? It used to show. It used to back in November. Like, I'd say from last August, September, October to the November, I'd say it used to show all the special devices on my viewership. And then it ended, I think, in April. Just gone, right? Like, they changed the whole algorithm, right? So I think what's happened is, when they changed the algorithm, like, all the rewards you get in awards, I think, that are through emails through the channel, it's likely that it all gets reset, right? Which is understandable. There's a time frame to everything. And I think that also, because I got like this beautiful high five email from YouTube, Mitch. It's a beautiful email they sent me, and you know, they were explaining how lovely I was to the community, and how hard I was trying, and that they were going to help me, right? And that they were saying that my content will be broadcasted through other ways, like through other avenues to help. And it did. It actually did, right? Because I think I got like over 200 subscribers. Means, like, I know it's not much in terms of what people can get out there. 200 subscribers in a day, some people get. But I worked very hard. Like, I tried so hard to get that. Like, I worked really hard for it, and we all did, because we were all there in the chat, and everyone's supporting the channel. And you know, I believe what's happened is that everything's got reset in April, as it does every year, and I have to start again. Right, I have to start doing my good videos like I did the other day. We got over 150 views on that stream I did the other day with Red Dead. Not yesterday, that one's not done too well because I fell asleep on the stream. So last night I fell asleep on the stream without even knowing it, Mitch, right? Just fell asleep. I kept the stream up, like, the video's up there, but suddenly I'm just there. Then the next thing is, I watched it myself, Mitch. I'm watching it there and I see myself, right, like, talking, or like, well, I hear myself talking on the video, and then all of a sudden I just stopped talking. I just stopped talking, right? And I'm like, what happened there? And then, you know what happened? I fell asleep. I just conked out. And what's concerning is, right, is that I don't remember doing it, right? And I woke up at 12 o'clock. This was at 9:30 UK time, Mitch. This was 9:30. So I started the stream round about, at time maybe 7, 10 past 7. And it was about 9 o'clock I fell asleep. So that means I was only streaming for an hour and a half myself before I just, like, fell asleep. And it's stuff like that, the reason why the videos don't get many views, because literally it's like another 2 hours of just one screen and not a word. It's because I fell asleep with the microphone on, with the microphone still plugged in. It's not like I unplugged the mic and put my feet up, mate. I just fell asleep. And you can hear me making sleep noises, you know, like sleep noises like that, like It's bizarre. I was like, do I make noises like that when I'm asleep? I listened to it all, made sure I didn't say anything when I was asleep. Yeah, did you? That's it. That was last night, man. That was last night. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happening to me, Mitch. I think I'm tired, Mitch. I think I'm done. I think I'm done, Mitch. I think I'm literally done. Like, you know, like when you're a, you know when you're done, Mitch. Like, you just say to yourself, right, I'm done. Like, I'm just tired and I'm done. It doesn't matter if you had 2 weeks off work, right? You're done. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done. I need something like 6 months. I need 6 months off work to, like, go back to the way, you know, like, full of vigour. But I can't do that. I can't just say I'll be back in 6 months. Hey, by the way, thank you for the employment contract. And by the way, I'll be back in 6 months. You know, that ain't gonna happen. You know, if I'm not back there in 5 days without saying anything, whoosh, you're gone. Like, I think with me though, they'll probably like not do that for a while. They'd be like, I think they would follow protocol with me. I think if I didn't show up to work and didn't say anything for like 5 days, I think they would go the full distance and follow the, you know, like contacting, like family members and contacting the local authorities. That's what I think they'll do, because I do a good job, me, Mitch. Like, I work really hard, and I'm very lovely as well and polite, and the professional bosses love that. When you're hard-working, polite and lovely and very, very caring and very forthright and want to do the best you can, basically that's all you need on your CV, right? So once they see that in evidence, they don't want to lose that, and they don't want to just strike it off because of some absence, right? So if I did that, I think they'd do that. So I couldn't do that, right? So I couldn't do that. I can't just do that. I can't just not show up. I can't just say to him back in. But I'm done. I think I'm tired. I think I'm done. I think I'm literally done. It's either my job or the streaming. I think. Tell them that, yeah. Oh yeah, like the Arnie film with Danny DeVito, Twins 2. What's it called? Oh, is it called now with Arnie and Danny DeVito? Is it the one where Arnie carries a baby? Oh God. I went to pictures watching that as well years ago. Well, the cinema, sorry, the cinema. The cinema. They won't believe it. What are you talking about? That's terrible. No, I couldn't get away with that. But yeah, it's either my job or the streaming. I don't think I can do both anymore. I think a year is enough. It's a year in 7 days. It's a year in 7 days. And I think it is, like, what we on now, the 10th maybe. I think it was like the 15th I started. Like, if I'm falling asleep on the streams now, that's a sign. That's a sign that I think I'm done. I do. I don't think I can do it anymore, guys. I think I've hit that, I think falling asleep on the stream last night is it. I think that's the final straw. I'm gonna have to weigh up my options. Maybe less views on the channel is a sign as well. Like, I know I had that increase day before yesterday, which was lovely. But it's simply, I don't think I've got enough subscribers for doing it for a year. I thought I'd have at least 1,000 by now, but I guess I've not been good enough. I haven't delivered the best content. I haven't. I don't believe I've established enough shares, likes. The comments have been beautiful, absolutely sensational. The comments, actually, I cannot like express. Well, I can express the gratitude I have for the comments. Actually, they're absolutely noble and very, very lovable as well. I deeply appreciate all of that. And I thought I could show that kindness in reflection of a more larger channel with at least 1,000 in it by now, a year later. And I've streamed every day as well. I think I've only had 8 days off in the year, from maybe 9. I don't know, but I think falling asleep on the stream was the best giveaway. I could have got like you know, and I've been lovely as well. You know, we've had a lovely time. I mean, it has been lovely, but I'm gonna have to think about it though, because it's definitely a lot of hard work, and I wouldn't mind streaming all the time, but I simply, you know, that we cannot just drop everything for that. It's a massive risk, that, and I don't believe that I have done a splendid enough job. I think I've done an okay job. I think I've done my very best, the only best I can do. Oh, you want me to do it once a week? True. Very true. But that doesn't mean I'm a streamer or a YouTuber. That doesn't make me a streamer or a YouTuber. That just makes me... It doesn't even make me a content creator. That just makes me a guy or a person just talking every Sunday. People don't want that. Subscribers don't want that. They want someone they can rely on. Mitch, like someone they can come to in the channel who inspires them in the moment, you know. Like, these lovely viewers love watching Ghost for how he encourages everyone and is there for everyone, right? You know, if you just do it from once a week, the whole tempo changes. It's like saying the school runs. If you take your kids to school and you say, well, I'm only going to do it once a week. Well, you've been doing it like 5 days a week. Why are you suddenly doing it 1 day a week? And you're like, well, that's just, I'm too tired. You know, I'm too tired. Like, that's not good enough. You can't say that you're too tired. We depend on you to do this, you know, X, Y, and Z. And you don't want to do it when they need you because you're tired. You know how feeble that sounds. But if you fall asleep at the wheel, Mitch, when you fall asleep at the wheel and you're driving, and then all of a sudden everything changes, do they want you driving those people 5 days a week? Or is 1 day a week even acceptable anymore? If you understand where I'm coming from though, Mitch, because that is the concept, you know? That is kind of like the fluorescence of the expression of what I'm deciding what to do. It's like I'm falling asleep at the wheel and it lets everyone down, and if I'm doing that, that shows that I've got no energy, and because of no energy for it, there's no effort. But that's not good enough. That means I've got to manage something better, right? It just means I've got to navigate my existence in a different way. So it would be a case of not using as much energy at work, right? And then saving half of it for this. But then if I start taking half my energy from work, that means that half of my efforts are diluted. And that means that half of my efforts here will be also, to a degree, improved. So, but it's the work that pays your money. That's the thing that pays you. This is what inspires you, right? So what's more valuable, being inspired or being paid? You know, inspiration doesn't pay rent, it doesn't pay for food, all it does is pay the spirit. And the spirit can only exist if it eats and drinks and sleeps. If the spirit doesn't eat, drink and sleep in the vessel, then it's going to perish. And to do that, we need to be paid, not to create content. Different if we get paid for creating content, you know, but that's a completely different ball game, you know. But if I'm falling asleep at the wheel, Mitch, that's not good. It's funny, but it's definitely not good, and I can't hide away from it. It's not like I can hide the stream. It's got to stay on there. You know, at the end of the day, if that's my error, then so be it. You know, but I don't think it's the first time I've done it. I think I've done it before. But you know what? I think you guys don't mind. And I think you guys love the fact that I fall asleep on stream and that I am shattered. And I think, to my viewership, I think you appreciate it. I think you really do. And I think you have a good laugh watching my channel. A lot of people fall asleep. They do. They do. I was just worried about myself, that's all. Because at the end of the day, I didn't. If I'm falling asleep on stream at like 9 o'clock, that means I should have been in bed by like 9 o'clock. I should have just been like, I'm not doing a stream tonight. But it was Sunday, and I normally get a nice following on a Sunday, and I did get a few comments. They were all wondering what I was doing. I think they all knew I'd fell asleep. I did look at the comments. I did. A few people did say hello. And I wasn't there for him, you know. I was asleep. But I should have just gone to bed. And that'd have been the end of it. But when you're tired and stuff, I suppose you do just need a break. You know, maybe, I remember last time in January, that was a nice jump. I remember in January I took a break. I felt really good after it. I think I had like 7 days. Chill. And then I was back on it, you know. But a lot of viewers do depend on the channel, even though it's only tiny and it's very minor and small. To a lot of viewers, it does mean a lot. You know, and I can't just give that up just because I'm tired. I've been dreaming about streaming content for my viewership since I was like a child. Like, not actually doing it, but wanting to, you know. Sorry about that, I am my bow and arrow at him. My apologies. But yeah, no, I was just thinking about it. Because if I fall asleep, I was just worried. Whoa. Hey. Be careful now. What, they going to my base? I know I'm good. I know I'm alright. I'm just tired. That's all. Just tired. And I don't like being tired. I like being active, up and at 'em. That's what I like being, Mitch. I like being up and at 'em and full of beans, and for some reason this year I'm just not. Like that new job I got last year, what was it, 2 years ago I got that job now? Wow. What was it that was different last year? What gave me the burst of energy to do it? What is the reason why I'm tired though? I'm trying to think. Like, I'm not normally like that. Yeah, it's not been an issue from June till, I guess, January. I had that break in January for a week, and then I came back and was alright. So... How much do you get for 2 stars? Not much, right? But it's a 2-star, right? Something. But I hope you like the impressions of William Wallace anyway. Robert De Bruce. That's the stuff I love doing though. Like, that's the crazy stuff I love doing. Having a laugh. That's the only reason I stream stuff for you guys, is so we can have a laugh. There's no other reason for it. I think having a laugh is the best thing we could ever do. But and I feel that, like, when I was looking through all my efforts and stuff, for all of us as well, because we've all chipped in with support now and then through the year, like, and there's just not been enough likes or shares. Like, I think the views and the watch time is just phenomenal. Even on my videos as well, like, not just the streams, like my actual videos as well, actually done very well for watch time, even views. You know, that Red Dead Redemption 2 playlist I did with the perfect weight content, actually people still watch that to this day. Why? Don't know. It's nearly 5 years old now, that video. People still watch it though. It's got nearly 1,000 likes, that thing. Nearly, it's like 800, like another year that'll be on 1,000 likes, that. Like, probably, you know, not far off. Maybe a year and a half. But either way, if it does or it doesn't, either way, it's got nearly 800 views, 800 likes. The one I did after that has got nearly 700 likes. Then 300 on the other one, and something like 500 on the other, something like that. I don't know. 250. I don't know. So between all them there, it's quite nearly 2,000 likes, and all the comments as well on the video. It helps the channel a great deal. So there's that, and then I do my streams as well, and the people who watch my streams really help. And you know, there is a few people that do like my stuff, and it's not, I don't expect anyone to like or dislike my stuff. I mean, there has been dislikes as well.
Fine horse you got there.
For the Ghost Recon, apparently no one likes. No one likes Ghost Recon or the Division or something, I don't know. But not that analytics is important, but I feel as though I've not not achieved enough likes. Like, I think over the past week, like literally like maybe 2 likes per video, like just look like 2 people, and that's better than nothing, right? But I don't think, like, if I've had like 500 people watch my streams, right, and hello, hey, like, what was I saying? My streams. So, likes, yes. Apparently that is the kryptonite of your channel. If you don't have any of that stuff, your channel doesn't get recommended. Right? So, if I'm getting 450 viewers, and say only 20 likes out of all them nearly 500 people, out of like 5 or 7 videos in the week, and there's only like 10 likes, if that, that tells me that my viewers don't like my content and don't like my channel. There are 2 people that do, that watch it, but if no one's helping me that way, they just watch my channel because they're bored. And if people just watch my channel because they're bored, then that's not going to maintain, that's not going to help grow the channel. So that is also another reason why, like, I'm considering not doing it, because those that do support the channels with stuff like that is really kind and it is lovely, but something like 1 person or 3 or just like 8 people out of like nearly 500, and repeat, and part of them views are actually people who watch me as well and subscribers, and even they're not liking it, then that is telling me, like, they don't like it. Like, if they're doing it, they're just going on because either they feel bad if they don't watch it, or they're watching it because, like I said, they're bored, or they're watching it because they feel that, like, because they're invested in it. So the investment that's in it is a like watching it investment, like not like a, you know. But even that though is lovely, isn't it itself? People like watching, like, even that's lovely, right? Like, it is, but it's just not enough for what the channel want. Not me, I'm awesome with it, but with the channel it's not sustaining enough activity for the channel to get recommended. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I was going back to earlier about saying about the content and all that stuff. Like, obviously it's just not good enough, and for it to be good enough, it's got to be designed correctly. It's got to be either redesigned, or I have a new approach to the channel. But people don't want that, you see. People don't want a new approach to the channel. People love the channel, you know, but no one likes it. Nobody likes it. There's a small portion of my lovable viewers do, but no one is. And that, believe it or not, is what keeps the channel up, right? You gotta believe that. That's what does it. If that's not there, the channel won't be. You know, because it's like saying like footballers don't need water, or it's like an ice hockey player without any ice blades. Yeah, if an ice hockey player's got no ice skates, how does he maneuver on the ice? He cannot maneuver on the ice. He is stuck walking on the ice while everyone else glides past him. And it's like, why doesn't this ice hockey player not have any skates? Why has he got no ice skates? But everyone else has got ice skates. You know? And the reason why he's got no ice skates is because there isn't any for him. There isn't any. You know, but he's still on the pitch. I need those ice skates, you know. And the likes are the ice skates. Right? The likes are the ice skates. Even the dislikes, believe it or not, they're just as good as likes. Right? So it's all on me. It's all down to me. It's my responsibility and my goal to achieve. I've lost my likers. I've lost my likers, and there's a reason for it, you know. And it's down to me. Like, I am the reason why. It's not because of the games, or it's not because of YouTube, it's not because of the likes. That's just what I require. But it's because of me. Right? It's my content, it's my stuff, and it's my scripture and my narration that gets people watching, and gets people liking, and gets people talking. It's down to me. And I myself haven't put enough effort into the channel, right? Because me myself have not promoted the channel in social media outlets, and 4.2, that's not too bad.
That's top notch.
It is top notch, sir. And I haven't delivered the appropriate outcome over a year. I have done good, I have done well, but there is something that I am responsible for that has stopped the subscribers on the channel. Either it's something I have streamed, or something I have, maybe something has happened with the chat thing where a lot of people couldn't talk anymore. Whether that's done something or I don't know. But ever since probably I've had those major errors with the chatting issues, maybe somewhere, where's that lantern? There it is. For the first time we need it. But it is my responsibility, and it's up to me to turn it around. You know, I got a new, I've got like probably some of the most beautiful people I've ever spent time with on YouTube. My moderators especially, Rose and Savannah, absolutely two beautiful spirits that yes sir, you know, that have helped viewers feel welcome. They've put so much love into it as well. They've been there for me when there's been nobody watching, just like you guys. And they have been lovely. But I feel that it's very highly likely that I haven't done good enough this past few months. I've just done okay, you know, like probably a video's required. Good video, like that's why people watch my stuff. You know, if I make a good video, that's what they're all waiting for. Another series that I did with Red Dead, you see, mates, that's what they're waiting for. That's what they want me to do. You know, they want me to make that video again, but it's very difficult to do, and you know that. Everyone knows how difficult that is to do. Oh, no. Hey! Evening. Wow. People just ride by these days. At least they don't shoot me. Are we on a defensive mode? What are we on? Is it online options, do you think? Whoa. What is that? What is this playing style stuff? What have I been doing? Like, what is this? No additional protection? What's this? Prevents lock on, eh? What in the Lord's name? Hey Rose. Hey there, beautiful, how are you doing? lovely person. Oh, you've changed your badge? Well, isn't that sweet? Is that two little bunnies? You're offensive. I didn't even know it was a thing. Ah. Well, you won't believe what I did last night. You will not believe what I did. What's that? Oregano venison. Minty plump, plain pork. That'll do.
Whoa!
What the hey?
I need to pass.
Well, excuse me, fellas. Excuse me.
What happened? Not so tough after all. Your skull is about to see some sunshine.
Alright.
Real problem, don't you?
No.
Oh, you scared now? Damn pissant.
Alright. No worries. That was very odd. Oh, there were villains. They were trouble. They were double, if not triple trouble. Double, triple trouble. Alright, let's keep going. In the Lord's name. It's like the air is so chunky that I can feel the chunky air. Like on my face. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't even know you could feel chunky air on your face. Hello, do you hear me? Do you hear me over there? This is Ghost. Guess they don't. Ah well. Like, this horse moves itself. Like, I I don't even have to do anything. Like, this thing just moves itself. Unbelievable. Now it's not. That doesn't make any sense. Wow. Are you streaming? Are you playing games? Playing The Sims? Building that massive mansion? 50 rooms. Should build the Resident Evil mansion. That'd be good. Who lives in a house like this? Sorry, Jill. There must be a way out of here. They escaped into the mansion, where they thought it was safe. Little did they know of what horrors await them. In the dark, in the dead of night. Hey? Are you being an octopus? Are you playing games while texting Judgment? You're playing Judgment? I guess you're making some judgments then. Judgment sounds real scary. Sounds like sounds like someone has done something wrong. The anime I used to watch was called The Judge. Rose, it's really good, right? It's called The Judge, and this guy, right, got picked on and bullied and stuff at work, and at night time he became the judge, and he'd go around and judge those that wronged others, but for crimes that no one knows about, like you know, it's really good Japanese anime, The Judge. It's like really, no, I think it's only on for about an hour and like 10 minutes, if that. And it's really odd actually, because it's like, I love the animes before they had smartphones. You know, like before we walked around with smartphones and stuff. Because like the way the Japanese drew those moments when we didn't have any devices or anything, it's like spectacular. And that really does a good job of expressing like Japanese anime back then. I remember watching that, Dominion Tank Police, and that's when Japanese girls had cat ears then, in like 1995. It's a Japanese game with Yakuza. Nice. Love the Yakuza. Like, there's an actual game for PlayStation, Yakuza, and they're actually in Grand Theft Auto, them, you know. They're actually in the Grand Theft Auto universe, the Yakuza. I think they're in Grand Theft Auto 2 for the Dreamcast. So they're quite powerful. But Japanese anime from the 1990s is the best. I'd say the late 80s. Watch the Street Fighter 2 or I think it's just called Street Fighter actually, the manga animation. I recommend watching that. Chun-Li in that is phenomenal. I think the only Japanese characters in Street Fighter is Ryu, E Honda, and M Bison. I don't believe there's any Japanese female characters in Street Fighter. At least in the first two games, which were the two primary games. I was very surprised why that didn't happen, because I think Sakura is the first Japanese character in Street Fighter, because Chun-Li's from China. So, but I think Chun-Li is half Chinese, half Japanese, and Ken is half Caucasian, half Japanese. But I do love anything to do with the Japanese games or animation, because, like, I've always seen it as the best, you know. Fist of the North Star is good. Like, literally, like, in the Fist of the North Star, it's like a nuclear war, like Fallout, right? But, like, mankind is, like, trying to, like, survive this nuclear holocaust. And, like, these mutants literally come out the ground like the humans, like, but they're not. Like, they look, they're like demons. May as well be demons. What in the Lord's name? Who is that? Hey, you guys okay? That is very odd. I've never seen that before. That's something new. Yeah, I do love my manga. One of the absolute best. It's so dark. You streamed for an hour this morning before work? Oh, then you had to leave for work? That's nice. You did a little stream there. You must have been feeling it a little bit before you went to work. Like, I mean, I don't go anywhere near my console before work. Like, if I sit down and play that thing, I'll never get off it. Like, I look forward to it when I come home. But you're totally right. Like, sometimes you just get that. But time flies by so quick. Like, literally, you'll start playing and, like, the time will just tick away. Tick, tick, tick away. Like, I started streaming at, like, what, 6 o'clock? 6:05 or something, maybe 10 past. It's like, what, 8:30? That's over 2 hours. I have no idea where it's gone. No way I've been walking around with this dude for 2 hours, but I have. Oh yeah, you just felt like it. Good. You stream whenever you want, love. Oh, I hit the mic there. Sorry about that. I was scratching my forehead, my extremely large forehead. Got an extremely large forehead. I was thinking of getting a haircut and just going like mid-length hair. Get some fresh locks grown in. You know, for over a year. Like take another year growing it out like. Get it highlighted blonde, eh? Like get it like a little bit of blonde in there, like whoosh, for summer, like a boy band from the 90s. A little bit of what are they called now? A little bit of Backstreet Boys, right? Like the blonde hair, it's the blonde highlights and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Should I go do that? I could walk in with like a leather jacket, you know, like this highlighted hair light, you know. Get on the sunbeds, you know, like get Fallout 4 radiation on me there, like glowing a lovely bronze, lovely radiation bronze. Yeah, it's an actual paint, that radiation bronze. Yeah, go into work there, be like, who's that guy? Who is that guy? Yeah, no one will know it's even me. Drive people crazy. Oh, people go crazy when you change your stuff, right? You know, you change it up, you switch it up a bit, and you show people what you're made of. Like, yeah. Yeah. Everyone will come in the next day with blonde highlights. Well, everyone will come in there like, I don't know any blonde highlights, you know what I mean? I remember, right? I went into work one day, right? I went in. I thought, I'll just rewind time. I said to myself, I'll just rewind time. I'll rewind back in my mind. And that's what we'll do together, right? We'll rewind a little bit. And I'm in my bedroom, right? And it's quite a cold day. And this was, I'd say, not the November gone, the November before. Right? That's how long ago it was. Not this November gone, the one before. And I was in my bedroom. And it was quite cold that day. So I'm thinking, what should I do? Like, I've been coming into work wearing this, like, Parker jacket for, like, months. Like, people recognise me as this, like, Parker jacket guy with the bobble hat. Right? And I'm like, I'm going to switch this up. So, that morning I looked in my wardrobe and I picked out the shirts and the jumpers and stuff, blah blah, pair of jeans. Gets out these nice jeans, these skater jeans that I've not had on for a year, nice and, no, untouched, nice and pressed. Got them, and then I thought I'd wear this aviator jacket, Rose. Thought, you know what? I'm going to wear this aviator jacket that I bought in Liverpool, right? I went to Liverpool city centre and I bought this jacket, right? This aviator jacket, round about 2019. Right? 2019 or something, or it might have been 2017. I don't know, but I bought it, right? It was round about that time. And I hadn't wore it. I'd never wore it. Right? Because it's a beautiful B3 bomber. Right? It's a B3. Right? Not a B6. B6 is expensive. I've got a B3. And I wore this B3 bomber to work. And when I walked into work with this B3 bomber jacket, right, I had it. It was literally handmade, right, in Liverpool by this. You can actually Google it. It's a leather shop that sells leather jackets outside of Liverpool Central. It's not Liverpool Lime Street. It's Liverpool Central. Because Liverpool has two main train stations: the Underground, like London. It does. It's the same as London. It's called the Liverpool Underground. It's just as awesome as London, right? And it's got Liverpool Lime Street, which is the upper ground. And if you Google the Liverpool Underground leather shop, right, it sells the best leather. That's all it sells is leather jackets of aviators. And the next day, Rose, guess what people came in wearing? Have a guess what about 20 people came in wearing the next day? A bomber jacket. The same kind of bomber jacket as Ghost. Literally the next day. People wore the same jacket I did the next day. They literally came in and came up to me. They actually came up to me and like showing me this jacket, like as if they went out their own way just to show me. It was bizarre. But yeah, if I come in wearing like blonde highlights and stuff, I'm sure they'll all come in. Must be like the youth of today, maybe. I don't know. Hey, Mitch. Is that a pink hand? Hey, man. Thanks for sharing the love, Rose. You wear a lot of black. I love the colour black, me. Like when ladies wear black, like it's like dynamic, isn't it? Difficult to get away with wearing black, you know. Very difficult colour to wear. It's one of the most difficult, even for dudes. Even for dudes, the only thing a dude can wear that's the colour black is a suit. Like, I wouldn't recommend black jeans, black jumpers, black cardigans, or anything like that. The only thing you wear that's black is a suit. And the best shirt to wear, well, what I wear with my suit to make an impression is a blue and white shirt. Like a bright sky blue with white, like light blues and whites. And then a tie would be like also dark blues and light blues to contrast it. But apart from that, I think black is a very difficult colour to wear, and if girls are going to wear the colour black, it can be seen as like jealousy. Maybe they're jealous at like the confidence you have wearing black, because you've got to be extremely confident to wear the colour black. And I'm not just saying that, I actually mean that. So they're probably just afraid of your confidence, really. You know, I'd say it's more confidence. As the old terms say, we are what we were. You know, like a geezer. Like a geezer could look like he's been dragged out of a bush, right? Like he's got a massive beard. Looks like he's been sleeping rough, right? His clothes are filthy. He's got holes in his shoes. You know, he's literally tired, you know. But if you, like, give that guy a shave and a haircut and a new suit after a shower or something, or a spa, like, that dude is not going to be the guy you saw coming in. Like, that guy's going to be like a completely different person because he's dressing differently. And dressing differently is definitely important. Well, the way I look at it, like, let's see, we're going to go north. That's where I need to go now. Because there doesn't seem to be any... I might have to load out here and load back in. Let's gain some distance. Let you guys see the city. Ooh. Alright, easy. There you go, how's that? There you go. That's right, get it out. Get it out. That's right. There we go. How was your vacation, Mitch? We on vacation, Mitch? To the cottage? Good old cottage. Country lane. The Midnight Fox. I'm sure Mitch loved his vacation, Rose. Didn't you, Mitch? I'm sure you loved it. Hey, Savannah. Hello. Hey, sleepyhead. Sleepy. Sleepy, sleepy like me. I fell asleep as well. I fell right asleep. Hey Rose, I saw that Square Enix is releasing a new Life is Strange game called Double Exposure, and they are bringing back Max Caulfield. It's going to be released on October 29th, 2024. They posted the trailer. Nice. Well, you love those series, don't you? Rose, you love your Life is Strange and stuff. Until Dawn and Detroit. That's the game we've not played on in a while. Detroit Become Human. I don't know where I was up to, but I know we were getting betrayed. Hey Savannah, how am I? I'm lovely. I'm lovely, thank you. And how are you, Savannah? How was your day been? I hope you had a lovely day, and everyone's been lovely to you. And it's been a nice sunny day today. The sun showed its face today, smiling. Had a big smile on its face, the sun today, like big chufties. Sun a chufty face. Hey Rose, yeah, you played it all. I know you have. I know you have. The Walking Dead's my favourite. Feeling a little bit better, still not fully there. Went out a bit in the sun. Oh yeah, I know you had your cold. I know you said you had your headache. And I told you my story about my super booger. I had a super booger that was like a super atomic explosion in my nose. The fallout was just, oh my goodness. And then you left. I was like, I don't blame you after that story. Bye. Bye. I was like, no wonder she left. I'd leave as well if I heard that story. Oh, those were the days. It happened years ago. Where am I going in this game? I've no idea where I'm going. I'm just walking endlessly through the swamps. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean just to leave after that. Wasn't your fault, you were lovely to me. Yeah, it's alright. I know. It's okay. I'm only playing. I just, it was an atomic explosion in my nose, and I just couldn't believe that could happen to a man. I didn't know such afflictions could affect a man. Especially a man as vigorous as I. I'm not affected by these, what you call them? I'm made of steel. Oh, jeez. My goodness. Yeah. Oh man, I certainly need a bag of crisps. You know what, Savannah? I think you'll know this. I've got a bag of knickknacks, and it's the beefy spicy or whatever they're called, the sweetie beefy or something. Oh. Yeah, knickknacks. Yes. Hi, fish. Is it? Haha, hi, fishy, bye, fishy. Yeah, hi, fishy, bye, fishy. Bye, Savvy. Bye, fishy. Wow. I like all the highs and the byes. Where are we? Oh dear, I missed it. It was a 1-star anyway. It's full of lice. It's full of lice and we're not gonna hunt that. We're not gonna touch it. But we are gonna make our way to Saint Denis or something, or at least we can get, like, I don't know, is an alligator worth anything? Do you get loads of supplies with an alligator? Can we hunt one of them? Do you think? Like, I thought alligators get a lot of supplies, right? But yeah, Savannah Knickknacks, you know what? I'm gonna get them now. That's it. Oh, give me a second here. I'm gonna get him now. Alright, the audio might break up, so... Alright. Oh, knickknacks it is. You know what? That's fully charged now. What am I doing leaning over like a foolish man? Oh. Yeah, why not, sweetheart? That's right. You want some? Well, I will share some with you. Oh, I got a can of Dr. Pepper as well. It is Monday blues, so... Oh, jeez. I like the chunky knickknacks, so they're normally at the bottom hiding because of the weight. So... Oh, it's a big bag there. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Very welcome. Yeah, they are the best. Might get some tomorrow. Oh, I would. I got the ribbon saucer knickknacks. It's bright purple, a 75-gram pack for £1.25. And they're the same people that made Skips, Discos. Right, I've not had Discos for years. I don't know if you guys know what Discos is, but wow, they used to sell this beef flavoured Disco crisps, and I thought they reminded me of hula hoops, but just Disco crisps. Really nice. And those wheat crunchies or something. You got more Dr. Pepper because I made you fancy it. Wow. Nice. Yeah, Discos. Well, no wonder they taste so nice, Savannah. It's because the same people that made Discos made these. Wheat crunchies are your favourite. Yeah, they are good. Again, sometimes I have to suck on wheat crunchies, like, until they melt in my mouth a little bit. Like, and then I can kind of like break it apart with my tongue, I suppose, in the centre, and then just allow it to dissolve, like, a little bit longer, so the taste just beds itself, and then I'll just begin like chewing, I suppose, and it's basically a lot more tastier. And you do that one by one, and preserve each one as though it was a kiss, right? And wow, they can go such a long way. Oh yeah, crisp scavenge. Me too. It is a nice way of putting it over YouTube, you're right. Well, how else are you going to eat a crisp? Describe how to eat something. It's very difficult. Like, you can say, can't you? Oh, like beans and toast, for example. It's like, oh, what did you have to eat? Oh, like beans and toast. It's like, yeah, but hang on a minute. What did you eat? It's like, oh well, I prepared my favourite plate. I acquired a few handkerchiefs. I folded the handkerchiefs to form some kind of pleasant table etiquette. The plates were sparkling clean. You know? I turned on the gas hob. Out bursts a roaring flame. Right? I gently placed the metal clasp of the tin opener in the crevice canal of the beans and tomato sauce. I gently rotated the clockwise lever, ever so gently, until I heard the pop. You know? And from then I realised that I could smell the delicious fresh tomatoes come from a distance. I then did a gentle shake of the tin. The beans fell into the bowl. Gravity placed them there. I gently rotated the bowl to move the flavours round the beans. I then placed the beans in gently into a mild warm pan. I waited patiently for the bubbles to rise, and as I stirred clockwise with a wooden spoon, I added just a tablespoon of brown sugar. And after that, I decided to place just a sprinkle of salt I could smell this succulent stock in the beans. It had an earthy texture. The sauce was no longer loose. It all became part of the dish. In the distance, I could smell the crisp, fresh smell of cooked toast. The toaster sprung the bread that was toasted into the air. I pinched with my finger and thumb on the corners of the toast ever so quickly, and I placed them on the worktop. I then decided to open my kitchen drawer, and from there I grabbed my favourite bread cutting knife, which is as blunt as a bear. Cut into triangles, served on a plate, beans on toast. There you go. And that's just beans on toast. Well, that's a story, right? So now I think of I've had more crisps kisses than real ones at this rate. You have. Of course you have. Did you tell them what you learned about Arnold Schwarzenegger? I did not hear about Schwarz. Sav, I am not gonna say anything that's very, yes, my mind's doing overtime. Nice. But you know where I'm coming from, it's just describing what you're doing. Like, you didn't just eat that food, like you cooked it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just describing cooking it. You know, you can say like, you know, how you eat it and how you taste it. But you can, you know, anyone can do. Well, it is quite difficult to do, but you know where I'm coming from. It can be done. So yeah, ASMR, you know, like. Yeah, well, food can be very sensual. It is sensual, especially fruit. And I love the word sensual. I got real close to a girl in my teenage years. I must have been about 19 at the time. I never had, like, I had this holiday romance with this girl, and she was feeding me grapes. I never had anyone feed me food before. I was only 19. I was like feeding me grapes, and I couldn't believe how sensual that was. And you're right, you know, Savannah. It is very sensual, because it can be very deep, can't it? It can be very deep, and it can be very close, and it can also be very distant as well. Food. I know what you're saying. It can be. Because it keeps us alive, right? Keeps us alive. Alright, let me open this then. Where is it? Oh man, that is nice. But yeah, my favourite food is shepherd's pie. Yes, exactly. Food can do things to all of your senses. It can. Is yours cottage pie? Nice. I remember it was like this, like, like this meeting or something with like really important clientele, like some of the most important people, right? In like this meeting thing. Must have been about, I don't know, like 8 people, maybe 10. And I remember like they were going around, they were asking people what the favourite food was, right? Because I don't know whether they were going to prepare a meal or something for anyone, I don't really know. Anyway, like it got to my turn and they were like, Ghost? I was like, yeah. It's like, what's your favourite food? I was like, you know them shepherd's pie in the tin foil? And they're looking at it and they're like, yeah. I was like, that? The shepherd's pies in the tin foil? Like, you are kidding me? They're like £1.50. I was like, yeah. I was like, 2 of them, right? 2 of them with like barbecue sauce at the side, not on it, just at the side there. I said a bowl of chips with sea salt. I was like, That's my favourite. That's my favourite plate of food. For some reason. And everyone started laughing because everyone was saying all this French stuff and all this like fancy cuisines, and all I wanted was shepherd's pie. Instead, you're easy to please, like. I was like, yeah, with food, yeah. But cottage pie is beef, and shepherd's pie is lamb, I think. Not many people eat lamb. It's a bit salty. It can be unhealthy, lamb as well, I think. Oh yeah, you love home cooking? Nice. Oh, I bet it is. I bet it's very nice if you've made it yourself. I just like the packet ones because I'm just easy to please, aren't I? Like, it's either that or a tin of ravioli. Lamb is your favourite roast meat. It is nice. I do love lamb. When you take the fat off it, I just can't eat the fat. I can't. I've tried. The only time I'll eat that is when it's burnt to a crisp. Like proper burnt, like a scratching. And I'll crunch it. But I'm not eating that when it's sloppy on the plate. Apparently it's needed with the meat to make it what it is, but that stuff's gone. I think my mum used to make lamb chops years ago. Yeah, no fat. And with Yorkshire puddings and gravy. Nice. I do like my gravy when it's a little bit runny though. Like not too thick. I like my gravy like a little bit runny. I'm just taking a break. Yeah, I fell asleep on the stream last night. Richie, that comes here sometimes, I've said I'll make him a proper roast lamb dinner one day. Oh, that's sweet. No, that is very kind. I remember one of my friends on Xbox, she met this guy on Xbox, right? And in the party chat, and like she ends up getting like close to this guy on party chat. Like, I wonder why I not heard from her in a while, and she told me, she's like American, like, she's like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, she said, she's been with like this guy, and apparently, like she said, it was like the biggest mistake she ever did, right? She goes, when he came round, he didn't leave for like 2 weeks, he was just lying there on the couch, he was just lying there on the couch, on her couch for 2 weeks and didn't move. Like, and because her child doesn't have a dad, like they've not had a dad around for like, I don't know, since he was a baby or something. Like, the kid got attached to this guy in the house. Like, he actually liked, even though he was just lying there doing nothing, her son was actually like enjoyed the fact that there was like a dude there to like look up to or something. But like, this guy kind of used that situation to stay there like rent free, and she's like, you just gotta go, like, but he wouldn't leave. He wouldn't leave, like. So I'd like phone like the authorities, I think. But I said, what are you doing inviting guys around your house for 2 weeks? Why she told me it's beyond me, but she said that, like, he didn't leave. I just lay there on the. He's like a massive guy as well. Like, you know, like quite a big dude. Just lying there on the couch. Funny. You must have been tired. I was tired. I was shattered, Savannah. Absolutely shattered. Rose, my mother had another heart attack again. From what my sister told me. What, your mum's gone through another attack, like? No. Sorry about that, Rose, love. It's difficult, like, I don't think there's any words I can say, Rose, that make stuff like that go away. You know I have lovely things to say to you, and I've always got lovely things to say at the end. Like, we always turn it around, yeah? We always do. But with that, Rose, I don't think I can turn that around, love. I can only say that I'm really sorry. Oh, he looks after you when you're emotionally struggling. He wants to repay him back with things like that. Oh, that's lovely. No, it's amazing. You been crying, Rose? Are you crying on me, sweetheart? Okay. Oh. See, this is why Channel Ghost is up, right? This is what a community is about, isn't it? You know, it's like moments like this. Even though there's like a handful of us here, there's 5 of you watching me. It's a handful of you. And that's what's important, right? Is that that's what the channel's here for as well, is for moments like this. like support, isn't he? Like, yeah, like, thanks, Savvy, I cried most of the time. And Savvy's saying that her grandfather had a heart attack and passed away in his chair on his own 30 minutes after on Savannah's. But wow, it looks like everyone has been through some kind of like trauma. You know, everyone's been through their own journey, right? Yeah? Well, when my mum's unwell, I'd not been that scared in a long time. I've got very expressionate eyes, me, and when I was scared that day, people could see my fear from miles away. They could see it. How scared I was, and they knew why I was that scared. They knew. And I had every reason to be. Because when it comes down to people that you love, and I took for granted the people I loved, me. Like, not like intentionally. It's not like I naturally did that because I'm a douchebag. I just didn't know what I had until it was gone. That's all it was. I just didn't know until it was gone who I really am as a guy. Like, how I found out who I am and what I really like. And I noticed that with a lot of other people as well. How life changes for others and how we start to like different things and do different things. Like, believe me, like, when things happen in the family like that, you change. Over time, you know. I know you're headstrong, Rose. But I know that you're also delicate as well. So, but I know that you do have courage. You just have a lot of heart as well. Savannah, I don't have anything to do with my ex-father. He dumped me on the doorstep of the what? What? I can't read that. I don't even know how to read. Whoa. You really want to read that out, Savannah? Is that say what I think it says? Is that blowing my mind right now? Anyone please help me? Can anyone help Ghost? Am I losing my optical It's alright, love, I just don't know if I can read that out, sweetie. I don't think I can. My hands smell of beefy ribbon saucy flavoured knickknacks. Nah, it's alright, Siv. I don't love that. It's okay stuff. Whatever you want to say, lover. It's alright. I just, there's certain things I can and can't say on the channel, that's all. Yeah, my hands smell of them now. I've got them in my teeth now. I will. Mondays, I'm working till Friday, me. I'm off for the weekend this week. Are you guys off on the weekend? Are you chilling? Oh, you're off from Thursday because you're cold. Yeah. A lot of people have had some time off. Some guy today in work has got a hearing or something. Like, he had an asthma attack or something, and like he has to go through some hearing. Is that a disciplinary way? You're a supervisor, Savvy. What's a hearing? What's one of them? That's what he told me today, is like a hearing or something. I had not a clue, me. I don't know what a hearing is. I said, I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry, man. I was like, I don't know what a hearing is. I've never been, like, in those situations where I've seen that. Like, apparently he had, like, 3 different instances of absences. So, apparently he had like 1 day off on 1 week, and then he like, it's over a 3-month period. So if you have another absence within 3 months, you've got to go and have some kind of meeting, right? And then if you've got 3 absences in that month, then you have to go speak to the the boss of the business. You got to speak to him. Like, he wants to know why you've been off 3 times, and if you've been off more than that, you don't get to speak to that guy. It goes to a hearing or something, and this guy has been off over, I think he had 4 instances, or it's 3, but it's like a half a day or something, or a day on the calendar that's like makes it 4. Like, it's bizarre. I can't really explain it properly on a channel. But now he has to go for a hearing, he said, and he looked pretty pissed off. Yeah, he looked pretty cheesed off about it, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, I'm sorry, man. Like, sorry, but you've been off like 4 times. Savvy, yeah, it can be a disciplinary if they have already had a verbal, the written warning, it goes to a hit. He did say that to me. Yes, he did receive a warning. He did. You are right. He did say that he received a warning. And he was scared today. I think that's why he was cheesed off. I know that pissed off isn't a swear word. I can get away with that. I just don't say the other swear words to you guys. I don't want you guys listening to that. But I know I can get away with pissed off. That's not too bad. He is on his final warning. He is. See, I knew you'd know. See, you know because you've done it. You know what the drill is. That's why I asked you. I've not a clue, me, you see. I'm a very good worker. Well, I do my best to be a very good worker. I have at times been a temporary leader, as like a team leader or something, temporarily to help others, but I've never actually established that as my... And I tell you something, when I've been a team leader helping out, like in the past, like, I drew everyone a colouring. Like a colouring. Like there was Barbie, there was Marvel, there was Nintendo. Like I knew what each worker loved. And I did a colouring of what they loved and I put it on the desk for them when they came in, and they worked so hard because I did these colourings. Yeah, they tend not to go well in my experience. I've only finished them, or I've only fished them out, not hand any myself. Oh, right. Oh, you've only dished them out. Right, so you've just given the bad news. Oh dear. Oh, so someone else has done the work and you just declare the action. Wow. So that's how they do it. Wow. They know how to complicate something, don't they, Savannah? They know how to complicate something. Like, wow, like I do my very best to simplify life, but that is complicating life, right? Like, wow. So, like, if the team leader has action that hearing, HR will be doing that, won't they? That would be human resources. And then human resources would then discuss with the boss of the business thing, and then it will go, yeah, that's what would happen. No, I didn't know how misty it was there. Wow. At least your bosses, they like you to be the bad guy. Ooh, that's mysterious. Also, they're the good guys. Yeah, I mean... Alright, so they pay you to be a bad guy, but really... Like, when you're on my stream and stuff, you're actually like a sweet person, but they make a sweet person do bad things. Wow, they really know what they're doing in life, don't they, these people? They make lovely people do nasty things to other people, but it's not nasty, it's conduct. It's policy. Wow. How the balance of stream... That's why they use your nature to do it. They use your nature. Very clever. Very smart. Yeah, they make the decisions, but they make you tell it. Yeah, that's why you're always upset then. To a degree, it lasts with you. That's why you need Channel Ghost and the community there to, like... take the weight off. That must be awful, that, like. That's why I chose to be a worker, me. I couldn't do stuff like that. Yeah, I bet you dislike it, Savannah. After work, I just went on a jog with my fiancée to clear my head on this nice summer day. Oh, did you, Rose? That's nice. Well, yeah, but your fiancée will be, like, your rock, right? Your fiancée will be your rock in these times. And Channel Ghost is like a boat. Really, Rose? It'll be like an escape boat. You know, like them boats that people get on to escape something. You know, like when you're running from something in a film and you're like, where's the boat? Who's got the keys for the boat? Hey, I got the keys for the boat. Throw me the keys for the boat. I got the keys for the boat. Where's the boat? The boat's in there. Let's get in the boat. Right, it's a big boat. You get in, you drive off. That's this channel. That's what it is. It's like a boat. It's an escape boat. But it's like, it's not got any, like, speedboat engines in it. It's like, you know, them giant paddles that they used to have in the 1700s, like them water wheels. That's what I've got. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the channel is. It's like a big boat, but it's got them big water wheels to get us by. It's alright, ladies, everyone has their woes. Had a little good news though. Your boyfriend applied for a job today and got a call soon after, so he has a job waiting for him, just has to provide the relevant paperwork and could start in September. Well, that's nice. Sounds like a teacher job. Sounds like a council, that. To be honest, sounds like something the council do. But well done to your fiancé. Oh, MOT inspector, that's nice. Well, it's the safety of cars, isn't it? The whole point of a teacher is safety of the class. So, yeah, no doubt, yeah. Well, I hope he does well. Good luck to him. Good luck to the guy. There's more cars on the road than ever these days, if you want my opinion. Oh yeah, mechanical engineer. Difficult to do. Considering that AI is fixing all the cars these days and doing a, well, apparently an average job. It's good that they've got manual labour still going with mechanics. I'm glad about that. Hey Megatron. Prime, I am Megatron. Where are the energon cubes? Easy, Ironhide. Easy. Autobots, let's roll. Transform, Autobots. Prime. Prime. I'll get you for this, Prime. Starscream. Yes, the Lord of the Decepticons. Nah, Starscream and Megatron have the same voice. The same guy, right? To a degree, I think. You are here. It seems you're doing Starscream. Well, it could be. It's us. It's not. Maybe it's over the mic. It will do. Oh, thank you, Savannah. Yeah, I try. I couldn't do Optimus though. I love Optimus Prime. I love Transformers, actually, I do. Love all that stuff. Hope you're doing well though, Megatron. I thought I'd entertain you there with those. Well, I like to call them an effort of impressions. So let's hope you're entertained. Like literally, Starscream just throws Megatron out of a spaceship. Like Megatron's half dead. Prime has completely mutilated him. He needs repairing with energon cubes, and Starscream just throws him out in the vacuum of space. We don't need you anymore. Like Prime's like that. No, what is it? He like just screams his name. Megatron like screams Starscream in space. You know, and Starscream's just laughing. Like they throw away Soundwave, Megatron, and they throw away another one. But I love Transformers. Megatron is in my top 10. Is he that good? God. Yeah, Savannah, good night though. Well, on that lovely note, I'm gonna go to sleep. See you in the next lovely one. Yeah? No worries, Savannah. Good night and God bless. Thanks for joining, Savannah, and looking after the people. Thank you. And don't forget to like, guys. We need some more likes for the channel, otherwise it's gonna go downhill. It's gonna go downhill. We need more likes. Oh, thanks. Yeah, bye. Yes. Destroy Starscream if that happens. He does destroy Starscream. It's the first thing he does. He actually destroys Starscream the first chance he gets. Galvatron literally blows him up in one blow with his cannon. It just kills him. Well, in fact, he splits him into atoms, doesn't he? He doesn't exactly kill him. He just puts him into particles, so he's still alive, but he can't do anything. He's just basically aware of where he is, but he's like atomic, but he can't say or do or see anything. He's just there still. He's just like he turns him into a computer software. He puts him in his original state, doesn't he? He puts Starscream into his original... So basically the gun that Galvatron has turns Autobots and other Decepticons into their original state, which is like a frequency. That's how powerful that gun is that Unicron gave him, because Unicron gave him that gun. Wasn't... He did... An energon cube did not give Megatron that gun. It was Unicron who gave Galvatron the gun. He actually turned Megatron into Galvatron and provided Galvatron with the energy of the gun, because he just became a cannon. Soundwave is actually more powerful than Megatron in the actual storyline. Oh yeah, but Megatron's the leader. Doesn't matter who's more powerful, isn't it? It's like it's who's the leader. Like the Decepticons go by the line of updates. So Megatron is an update of the previous leader of the Decepticons. So the last update from the previous leader of the Decepticons, when that last leader of the Decepticons created the update, it was Megatron. Megatron was the update. He didn't make him powerful. He made him sly. He made him sneaky. Because Megatron is sneaky. He can actually get through gaps no one else can. He's very sneaky, mate. He's quite a unique robot, actually. And he actually could kill Prime if he wanted to, but he won't. Megatron won't kill Prime. He could do, but he won't. They don't really want to kill the Autobots, though. Starscream wants to do that. Megatron doesn't want to kill the Autobots. He just wants the Energon cubes. He's a thief. Megatron is a thief. He's a bank robber. Instead of him robbing coin, he robs Energon cubes. And he does it behind the Autobots' back. He does it when they're not looking. He actually steals their Energon cube supplies when they're not looking. Like, they could be there at the base, and they've already gone in and stolen. Yeah, and also, then there's Tarn. He's actually the most scary, in my opinion, because he's so evil. Is this like a new Transformer range here? Because, are these like new robots? Looks like you're mentioning robots I'm unaware of here, unless my memory is fading. I'd have to Google it. You're talking a long time ago when that cartoon come out. I went to the cinema when the film come out. The Michael Bay one. Very first one. With LaBeouf. And that Michaela. Megan Fox, when she was super hot, when Megan Fox was basically the best thing ever. She was like the hottest girl on TV. Like, I swear she was absolutely sensational. I'd have to Google them comics though, because it's been a long time since I've read those. He tortures him. He's a torturer. So that's why he's called Tarn. I thought he was a bit of a torturer. Yeah, he has to go. Yeah, see, the Autobots have more... See, the thing is that the Decepticons don't like about the Autobots is because they feel that the Autobots have more of a soul. They've actually seen their gods, right? So the Decepticons haven't seen their gods, nor their primes. They don't have any. They don't know who their gods are. They're just basically got really advanced technology because they are built by other robots, right? Where the Autobots are not built by other robots. The Autobots were built by the Energon cubes, right? So the Energon cubes are basically created the Autobots. So the Autobots are made from the spirit of the energy. That's why the Decepticons are jealous, because they're built from other robots. They're more advanced, duplicated robots who do require Energon cubes, but for another purpose. It's mainly to power their ships or to power flight, not them. They don't need Energon cubes to move or to function. They just need Energon cubes so they can fly and they can use the guns and stuff like that. It's just ammunition, right? Oh yeah, he fought Megatron. Yeah, well, Megatron is one nasty, nasty guy. And Prime. could actually take out all of the Decepticons if he wanted to. Optimus Prime can do it. Easily. Easily. But he won't, you see, because he loves his Decepticon brothers. It's like, imagine this, right? Imagine that you, as a person, right? You're an Autobot. But a clone of you is a Decepticon. So the Decepticons are just clones of the Autobots, but modified. I've lost all my viewers. I'm sorry. I know, when I don't move, when I don't walk around, I'm actually doing something in real life here while I'm talking to you guys, so sorry he's not moving or people are bored. I didn't want that to be, but they must have got bored. But Headmasters is the best cartoon you can ever watch with Transformers. You want to watch Headmasters? Metroplex and Scorponok have a jolly good fight. I do recommend Scorponok and Metroplex. Metroplex has a he's basically a giant tank. Metroplex is a giant APC tank that can turn into like bases, and you can actually, you know what? I think Scorponok is that big, he can actually be a space satellite. Like, Scorponok is an actual satellite. And in the film with Michael Bay, they made Scorponok tiny. Scorponok is actually massive. And their heads could be removed. They were actual ships. So it was a spaceship, its head. At the toys, the chest could open up. So you can open up the chest and you put the head inside the chest. It was really fun. Kenner Toys did a real good job. Hey Caden. How you doing? I've had a lot of people say hello this evening. Just been walking around, been trying to get stuff, but not been any around. Unless I spawn out and spawn in again. Because of the amount of players in the Premier League, I don't know. I explained to you about the politics of football with Italy taking over in the 1990s. Italia 90. I told you this because what they did was they started paying footballers enough money to buy Porsches. The first footballer to buy a sports car was I think Chris Waddle. It's either Chris Oddle or Chris Waddle. It was one of it's either Waddle or Oddle. And I explained to you that football changed at that time. That's when in the next 5 years, you started getting players like Ronnie Rosenthal, Kanchelskis, and it all started from like that really, when you started to get like an import of players from overseas. And you know what? It changed the dynamic of the game. What they wanted to do was speed the game up. They wanted to speed it up. They believed that if it was faster, it'd be better. Like keep the fans like moving left to right, left to. The more the fans are looking, and like the speed of the game, the faster that speed, the more enjoyable the match, you know. And that's not always the case. There we are, it's better. Ooh, that filled us right up. Like the English league started being like, and it happened in all leagues really, man. It was all leagues it happened to. It wasn't just like the British league or the English league, whatever you want to call it. It was all leagues. A lot of English players went to Spain, went to Italy. Loads of players did from England have gone abroad, and they've always welcomed English players, haven't they? I mean, it's a bit more difficult to play in those heat states, but you know. And that's not going to change that. Don't think that's going to change anytime soon. If anyone's going to buy football next, it will be like probably Arabia, Emirates maybe. It wouldn't surprise me if they've already said they'll buy it, but it's just not up for sale, do you know what I mean? So if in the next 20 years, because it's been 30 odd years since Italy's bought it, right, it's 35 years this next year, right? So if it's been 35 years next year that Italy bought it, England owned it for like 100 and over 100 years. So over 100 years we owned it for. The United Kingdom. Well, the BBC? Yeah? It would have been, wouldn't it? The BBC owns rights to the Football League. The BBC is the one that owns all the sports. All them Sky Sports, Virgin Sports, which are Sky Sports, everything that is rented from the BBC, because the BBC own the rights to football being broadcasted on television. So it has to go through the BBC, doesn't it, before you can broadcast that or televise it. So no matter what anyone televises across the world as football, BBC own the rights to the television of football. Right? Like they do. If they don't own the full rights, then they certainly own quite a lot. Like they have to, because that's why we've got Match of the Day still that plays on, is it BBC One? Yeah? Used to be Des Lining. Used to be Des Lining on that, didn't he? I think. And a few others. Right, one of the best shows ever made. Right, so Sky and all them rent that off the BBC, and then other people rent that off through Sky, don't they? Through the third party services like Now TV and stuff. So it's like football is expandable. It's interchangeable. It's it can be it can like money can flow through football in many avenues. That's why it's such such a televised sport. I think it's this way. Yeah, we're going to try near here. Right, so what will happen is that at the end of the day, isn't it, like, Sky on the cups. Right, so the cup games are going to be owned by certain franchises. So Turner Network Television, for example, an American company, will have 50% rights to the Champions League televised properties, right? So basically, if Turner Network Television bought 50% into the Champions League cups and games, that means that British Telecom Sports owns the other 50%. Right? So that means that, because TNT is an American company. Saudi are trying, yeah? Well, there you go. They will do as well, you know. Saudi Arabia, they will buy that game. They will. Take it from Ghost. It might be a long time from now. And it might be, but they will. Because we don't want it. We had it for over a century and a half. Why would we want it back? We got rid of it for a reason. I mean, there's no way the masters of our business minds would have sold that game for no reason. You know? Like, it's a difficult business to run. Like, there's just more cups than anything now. I mean, how many cup tournaments do you need to keep that game like what it is? I mean, like I was saying about TNT, so Sky don't have rights to the Champions League. You have to pay Turner Network Television and British Telecom Sports through Sky at an extra cost. You'll have to pay a premium to watch Turner Network Television through Sky or anyone else. You'd have to pay twice the price. So what they do is that they just sell the mobile app at 20 quid. So for 20 quid, you can get full access to TNT Sports on your mobile or tablet, and you're not even in a contract. But it's 20 quid. That's like a full televised TV package. You could get like all the movies and all the entertainment from Sky for that price, and you're paying that price for just one cup match, one cup tournament. That's the only reason, and people will pay. Like, if everyone stopped paying for it, like if everyone just tomorrow said, I'm not going to buy it for that anymore, and they just ended it, and no one bought Sky anymore, right? And everyone listened to it on the radio, right? Say everyone's like, right, by tomorrow, say it just happened, right? Say everyone just stopped watching football. People still went in the batches and watched it, but people just stopped paying for these stuff to watch it, right? And they started listening to it on the radio. You know what would happen? You know what would happen when the radio waves go wild and the antennas start burning up? Because everyone's listening to it on the radio. They start charging you for the radio. That's what they do. They start charging you for the radio. You'd have to pay a premium of 30 quid to listen to it on the radio. You have to pay a premium to get access to the frequency. And you have to buy a special radio from the company. It'll be called a TNT radio. And you have to buy the TNT radio and rent it from that company to listen to the games through that radio. That's what they do. They'd remove it from the radio waves. And then say that people stop watching it altogether. You know what would happen then? Right, say everyone stopped watching football altogether. On the TV, on the radios. Stop going to games. Right? What do you think would happen then? The players, the team would be out in the streets. Because their money stopped coming in. Their money, yeah, it'd be nothing. Be nothing. Yeah, that's it. There you go. It wouldn't be anything. It wouldn't be anything. So who owns football then? Who owns it really? You do. You own it. You have a share in it. And the country gives us enough money and enough access to get it. They make it so easy to get. But to actually be there and watch it costs a fortune. And once everyone stops paying the premiums, and they are, you know, because these like major conglomerates now that provide this terrestrial information for us to watch, they basically put the price up. Of everything else. Right? And these people pay these premiums because they don't want the game to end. These premiums have to be paid to keep what Italy created, Italia 90, Italia football, you know, the TV show like Go Lazio, oh. Used to be a TV show that did that. Right, I know that sounded bizarre then what I did, but that's what it was. It was Go Lazio. That's what it was called. And what they've created over 35 years, it takes a generation to make a machine, right? It takes a generation to make a proper machine. And the machine, the football machine they've created, right, is foreign commentators sound amazing. Yeah? Well, there you go. There you go. You see, but that is part of the change. You know? And what's going to happen is, right, this is what will happen probably. Not saying it's guaranteed, but what will probably happen is that the machine, because this is why I mentioned the machine to you, the machine will get so complicated and get so, like, there'll be a drought or something of watchers that they'll have to sell it. Because there's going to come a time when there's going to be generations of people that are not going to, like, because think about it, it was all about, what was it like 200 years ago? What were loads of people doing like 200 years ago in massive crowds? It was executions, it was royal visits, it was carnivals, people working, yeah? People working, like, you never really got, like, large amounts of people, like, in one place like that. Football is quite a modern transition. It's a modern pastime. It's quite young. It's basically an update to the gladiatorial games. It's an update. It's the arena, but it's been given an update. The seats are better. The ground isn't sand, it's soft grass. We don't throw spears anymore, or bow and arrows, or run around on chariots. We use boots with grips. All the horses having a drink. You know, we updated the gladiatorial games, and we removed the thumbs up, thumbs down. But the combat still remains. The combat remains present in the game. And it does. The combat's there. But the combat is done in another fighting style. It's called football. Because all football is a martial art. That's what football is. It's a martial art. It's just not been placed in Bruce Lee's book of martial arts. It's in the business book of martial arts. And when you learn the martial art of football, you can do things that not many other people can do, because that's what martial arts is about. It's about doing things no one else knows about, quickly, efficiently, and with strength, with force. And that's what football is. It's just that they use a projectile to perform the gladiatorial action, and the gladiatorial games raked in loads of money for Rome. Without it, it probably wouldn't have. Oh, I've gone past it. Without it, Rome would have fell. Without the Colosseum, so. Football is probably one of the most rarest martial arts, because it's up there with, like, boxing, because boxing is probably the same amount of money that's involved. Oh, battery low. And people are just obsessed with it. The kits are like £80 for a Liverpool kit. 80 quid. 80 quid for a shirt. 80 quid. Should be some deer here. Oh, they've run off. Sugar. Yeah, like, there was no one ever outright. No one really went out and played football. What did people do? You know, there's a gap in the market there, isn't there, okay? There's a gap in the market. Like, what do we do to have these people, like, just, like, how do we stop riots? And, let's pick this oregano. You know, how do we stop this? I know, we'll create a game. The Colosseum? A golden current? Let's eat that golden current. Oh, Deadeye, right. The Colosseum, because it's in Rome. I don't live in Rome, I live in Liverpool. Well, northwest Liverpool. Merseyside, whatever. It's no point going to Italy if I live in England. There's just no point. May as well just look at it in the story box. It's a nice view of the trees though, right? Can't believe it's like 10:05. Unbelievable. Did I get it? Yeah, but they are arenas. The Colosseum is an arena. Is that a 3-star, that? It is. Oh, oh, look at that. I knew we'd find one. Told you it was more difficult than I thought, that. There he is. Mercer. Haha, yes. Gag it and bag it. What is it Mario says? Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Glad I got me deer. Glad. Have you not been to Liverpool yet? Mario's from Brooklyn. Oh, Bob Hoskins. He is from Brooklyn. Oh, you've never been? Bless. I'm sure you will. Beautiful place, actually. Not been in a while, me, you know. I was gonna go Blackpool as well this summer, but it's freezing. Job of mine, I tell you. I couldn't believe I fell asleep on the stream last night, Caden actually did. And I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. It just happened. Didn't even see it coming. Didn't even see it coming, man. Feels good. This can of Dr. Pepper. Right, where am I going here? I should turn back there. What are you doing? What are you doing, you? I'm looking for a 3-star deer. I'm looking for another one, actually. And I shouldn't be doing that. Back home. Thank you for watching though. I really appreciate it. No worries.
Get the hell away from me.
Maybe you can drop by the Anfield. Say hello to the cop. Pay your respects for Hillsborough.
I don't need no new friends on the road. Get lost.
Got ourselves a 3-star here, guys. 3-star. It's gonna take another 5, maybe. This is our 3rd one. 7, 14, 15, 16, so about 18 resources. Probably need another catch to get 25 to do the minimum run. We want at least 50 to get at least $500.
Get out of my sight now. That's done, man.
People are very angry. Pretty chilled, right? Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some cows. E-I-E-I-O. Are you gonna do it? Am I gonna do it? With a moo-moo here. And a moo-moo there. Here a moo, there a moo. Everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't tell me I gotta do the ducks. Don't make me do the ducks. Don't you dare. You've all accepted Ghost now. Come on. You've all accepted who he is. Oh, what a day. Oh, it's a long day. You know, we're here.
So I still want to set up a meeting with an old friend of mine. It's all in that note I sent you.
I've still not read that note. Hey Crisps, I got you something. Have you got that Breaking Bad barrel? Let's have a look. Where's that Breaking Bad barrel? Here it is.
Going to be out of supplies before too long. Excellent. Thank you.
Anytime. Oh. So we can order supplies for $20 and get the money back or steal it?
I don't want to
Really?
rush you, but
I mean, what's the point? How much would we get back? Like 100 and... what was it, like $80 or something? Or $125? So we'll only get like $105 back. Or we can go and steal it, which is a mission, right? So we could start a resupply mission, I suppose. I mean, we could do. Because if we load out now, and look at that posse invite from GG420 EG. Hey, EG. Not today. Not today, honey. Alright, start resupply mission.
okay, don't ask me how I know this, but some of our fellow traders
You heard through the grapevine, Crisps.
difficulties, stranded at the mercy of brigands and outlaws. So we can play nice or we can play smart. And you aren't very good at playing nice.
What, ran out of food? We got no health whatsoever, right? least that's something. Just all booze and cigarettes. That will have to do. This is gonna have to do. Where's the supplies? Is it a carriage? You kidding me? They're all ducking down, waiting and ready. Alright, he's got to get on the carriage. Oh, it's there. It's a little bag, look.
What do you want? There they go, damn it! Got him right here. You better leave. I ain't saying it again.
Oh dear. Ooh, it took a chunk of energy off us. Oh jeez. Guess we did it. Right, guess it's done.
And don't forget that letter I sent. I have something I think you'd be interested in. Well done.
That was pretty cool. Did we gain any ground? Alright, so I guess you just gotta wait. Wait for the morning. Wait for the morning.
Well, you've certainly held up your side of the bargain with the supplies. Good work.
You're very welcome. There's still plenty more to do. Plenty more to see. Plenty more to achieve. Bought some more colouring pencils over there. I bought a Game Boy as well, which is pretty cool. Like one of the classic ones. I do love Nintendo though. Them portable gadgets, right? Like I've got a Game Boy Advance as well, right, which plays original Game Boy games, but there's something about that original yellow screen that's pretty special. So I've got like Super Mario Land, I've got Super Mario Land 2, Castlevania 1, Castlevania Adventures 2, I've got Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and I've got another game for the Game Boy. I can't recall what it's. It might be Tetris, maybe. I think everyone's got Tetris. You know what? It's still about £8 that game unboxed. Like, you know, people used to throw them boxes away. Breaks my heart thinking that. All them Nintendo boxes just thrown in the bin. Oh my god.
Have you heard about all these bounty hunters roaming around recently? I don't know where they're all coming from.
But we need a couple more 3 stars and we'll be fine. Wow, that video got 160 views, that's nice. I don't know why, but hey, here's what it is. See, that's what we kind of need on every video, to be honest with you. Breathing on the mic. Awful. Absolutely awful. I hope you're okay, whoever's watching. Thank you. I appreciate the support. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Do my best to entertain you guys.
Did I ever tell you I briefly trained as an acrobat in Portugal? I think it's one of the reasons I've stayed so spry. He was a strange man, claimed to be a mute, but talked in his sleep.
Well, they might have come back tomorrow. I might lose this effort we've just done. I don't know. The art of doing nothing. Okay, we can't resume store, we're not going to do that. We can't save it, so we have to exit. Yeah. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure. Looks like I've all you guys are tired. Well, good night and God bless all of you. Thank you very much for anyone who's watching now or later. I hope to hear again from you soon. And good night.